What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Worship Wednesday on the Chili Wolfpack podcast. I'm your host, Ian Wolf, and for those of you that are new here, you can find me on socials at IanWolf81. This is a Christian, Christ-centered podcast that puts out episodes Tuesday, Wednesday, and occasionally Fridays. So yesterday, we had Trending Tuesday, where we talk about current world events, but ultimately bring it back to our anchor, which is Jesus Christ. And then on Wednesday, we read something from the Bible. It's a Bible study, Worship Wednesday. So today we'll be reading from Psalm chapter 7, all of Psalm chapter 7, and I'm going to read a couple of verses at a time and then go to either the footnotes that I have at the bottom of my Bible or just elaborate on it on my own. We will be reading from the CSB version. That is the CSB version. So if you have a Bible and would like to follow along, please feel free to pull it out. Otherwise, if you're listening from the car or you're on a walk or wherever you are, just listen. Any comments or constructive criticism, I'm open for that. Well, without further ado, let's begin here with Psalm chapter 7. Lord my God, I seek refuge in you. Save me from all my pursuers and rescue me, or they will tear me like a lion, ripping me apart with no one to rescue me. So, Psalm written by King David. Looks like in these first two verses, he is a hunted man. He's a wanted man. People are coming after him. It's as if he has a bounty on his head. And he compares that to, they will tear me like a lion, ripping me apart. So, he's calling out, crying out to God, please rescue me, please be my refuge. Verse 3, Lord my God, if I have done this, if there is injustice on my hands, if I have done harm to one at peace with me, or have plundered my adversary without cause, may an enemy pursue and overtake me. May he trample me to the ground and leave my honor in the dust. So that was verses 3 through 5. And I really like this. Folks, I really like this. King David is saying here in verses 3 through 5, in simple terms, God, if I'm guilty, if I've done wrong, especially to the innocent, please, may your wrath overcome me. So he's not taking this self-righteous stance of like, he's above everyone else and, Lord, I want you to punish people that I don't like. I want you to punish the people that don't like me. But please don't do anything to me. No, King David is saying here, may wrath come down on me, Lord. Bring wrath on me if I am guilty. Search me in and out. Verse 6, rise up, Lord, in your anger. Lift yourself up against the fury of my adversaries. Awake for me. You have ordained a judgment. Let the assembly of peoples gather around you. Take your seat on high over it. The Lord judges the peoples. Vindicate me, Lord, according to my righteousness and my integrity. So this comes from the footnotes here. Calling down God's judgment on one's enemies is known as imprecation. The call for the Lord to rise up was used as a battle cry for Israel when preparing to engage her enemies. Some identify the assembly of peoples as the divine assembly of angels. However, peoples is most often used and likely represents the gathering of the nations. The gathering of the nations, and Yahweh is acting as the judge. Yahweh, God, the Lord, is the judge, is the ultimate judge. Verse 9, let's continue. Let the evil of the wicked come to an end, but establish the righteous. The one who examines the thoughts and emotions is a righteous God. My shield is with God, who saves the upright in heart. God is a righteous judge, and a God who shows his wrath every day. Ooh. And a God who shows his wrath every day. So footnotes again, protection, pictured as a shield, is guaranteed by God's righteousness. The thoughts and emotions are literally hearts and kidneys. And this is imagery used to describe the inner parts of a man that are not seen. And the inner parts of a man that are not seen also go along with the thoughts, the motives, the intentions. Here at the end of verse 9, it says, the one who examines the thoughts and emotions is a righteous God. To be practical, I think I speak for a majority of us when I say that we want to know what the intentions of other people are, whether it's our loved ones or total strangers. We want to know, is this person telling the truth to me? Are they lying to me? Does this person truly love me? Is it fake love? Is this person talking bad about me behind my back? Or do they defend me when they hear someone else slandering my name? Okay, this person, they're taking an interest in me. They want to help me. They want to... do they want to? Or are they trying to get something out of me? Is there a hidden agenda behind it? We all want to know the true intentions. Yes, it would be nice if we could see through everyone as if they were a mirror, as if they were glass. And some people are better than others at doing so, but it's a great reminder that even if you're very talented at reading people's body language or getting well beneath the surface and figuring out a person's psychology, ultimately, we're never going to have 100% accuracy. But the Lord knows what we're going to do before we do it. The Lord knows our motives and our intentions. The Lord, Yahweh, knows every thought and emotion that we have. That's both so comforting and it's very sobering at the same time. Verse 10, it says, my shield is with God who saves the upright in heart. God is a righteous judge and a God who shows his wrath every day. A God who shows his wrath every day. Wow. Again, that's got to be such a comforting and sobering thing. As in, if you're an upright person and say you're like a King David, you're an upright person. That doesn't mean perfect. David screwed up at times. But if you're an upright person, you have adversaries, you have enemies. It's comforting to know that if they don't repent, eventually their time will come when wrath is poured out on them, right? But it's also sobering of, well, on the other hand, if I'm not such an upright person, or if I choose to indulge in the flesh and go down certain paths, that is not what God has laid out for me. Woo! Be careful. Let's continue to verse 12. If anyone does not repent, he will sharpen his sword. He has strung his bow and made it ready. He has prepared his deadly weapons, he tips his arrows with fire. I'm going to reread that real quick. Verses 12 and 13. If anyone does not repent, he will sharpen his sword. He has strung his bow and made it ready. He has prepared his deadly weapons. He tips his arrows with fire. In verse 12 and 13, we see that now it kind of paints the Lord as more of like a warrior type of figure. He will sharpen his sword. He has strung his bow. He has prepared his deadly weapons, tips his arrows with fire. Whereas earlier in Psalm 7, it's speaking of God as like a judge. And now in 12 and 13, it's given more of like a warrior type of figure. And I don't have anything else to say on the matter, but just kind of sit with that there. Verse 14, see, the wicked one is pregnant with evil, conceives trouble, and gives birth to deceit. He dug a pit and hollowed it out, but fell into the hole he had made. His trouble comes back on his own head. His own violence comes down on top of his head. Verse 17, I will thank the Lord for his righteousness. I will sing about the name of the Lord Most High. So to go to footnotes here for verses 14 through 16. The terms pregnant and birth picture the wicked as creating, incubating, and unleashing their evil on the world as if their evils were their children. The plots of the wicked backfire. Yes, the plots of the wicked backfire. That is we really see that in verse 14 and 15 here. I'll reread that. Or I'm sorry, verses 15 and 16. 15, he dug a pit and hollowed it out, but he fell into the hole he had made. Yeah, so this person is digging a hole, and it makes you think, is this person digging a hole for someone else? Why else would they be digging a hole? Clearly, there's some sort of evil intention, evil motive with digging this hole. But then it says, but he fell into the hole he had made. 16, his trouble comes back on his own head. His violence comes down on top of his head. So the evil that they were plotting, ultimately, they fell into that trap. It's like setting maybe a mouse trap, and then you accidentally put your hand in it and your fingers are stuck. You set a bear trap, and then you accidentally walk into that bear trap. And now your foot's caught. And I'm not super familiar with bear traps, but I'm sure that would hurt. It's very sharp, piercing. You're gonna be covering a lot of blood. It's like setting out rat poison, and then somehow, some way, that rat poison accidentally gets into your food. Same thing. Whatever trap you set out, you're the one that actually falls into it. And regarding verse 17, it refers to God as the Lord Most High. I will thank the Lord for his righteousness. I will sing about the name of the Lord Most High. Okay, so I will thank the Lord. And then I will sing about the name of the Lord. So this is like you're excited about the Lord. You're boasting about the Lord. Yeah. Guys, God is so much more than just a genie. God is so much more than just a genie. This, a pastor at a church that I attend, he used the term cosmic vending machine. Cosmic vending machine, and that's a terrific way to put it. God is not a cosmic vending machine. You put in $1 or two, some coins, whatever. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Click a button, bang. You have whatever you want, whatever snack or drink you want. No, but God is so much more, and we should be thanking him. So when you pray, yeah, it's okay to have requests, whether it's for personal or for other people. It's okay to ask questions. It's okay to weep and sob. All that's great. But also make sure that you're thanking God for the blessings. And all of us are dealt with different hands. So we all have, if you play a game of cards, we all have different cards on, we all have a different hand of cards. Some might have, one person might have an ace and two kings, a jack. Again, I'm not a superb card player, but you catch my drift. And then another person might have, a 1, a 2, a couple 4s, but you know what I'm saying? We're not all dealt with the same hand, but everyone still has blessings in their life, even if it's little things like, Lord, I'm so thankful that I woke up today. Lord, I'm so thankful that I have enough money to go get a coffee at the coffee shop this morning. God, I'm so thankful that I have a vehicle, even though this vehicle is just busted. It's worth maybe $2,000 at most if I were to sell it. It's, some people might call it a piece of junk, but you know what? It's still it's still transportation. I'm still able to drive to work. I'm still able to drive to my friend's house. So, yes, I need an upgrade, but it's better than being able to walk, because I would not be able to go to some places if I didn't have this beat up, terrible, old, rusted car. And so on and so forth. So, there you have it, folks. Worship Wednesday on the Chili Wolfpack podcast. Folks, we read through Psalm chapter 7. That is Old Testament, King David. Thank you guys for listening. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that follow button on the podcast, listening from Spotify, so you get notified every single time a new episode is put out. And Thank you guys so much. God bless.